My dear students, I welcome you all. I am Muhammad Shahinul Islam, Assistant Teacher, English, Horimahan Government High School, Sapai Nawabganj. My dear students, today I will talk about a lesson for the students of class 9 and 10. Now, my dear students, look at the pictures. What do you see? Who are they? People are working. So they are labor or worker. Now, how much time does a worker work now in a day? Do you know? Yes, now a worker generally works for 8 hours in a day. But in the past, they had to work 14 or more hours in a day. So 8 hours had been fixed after a struggle on May 1st, 1886. So can you guess what is our today's lesson? So try to think. Yes, May Day. So unit today I will talk about a lesson from unit 3, lesson 2. Now learning outcomes. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to narrate the history of May Day, answer questions, fill in the blanks with correct form of verbs. Now, before reading the passage, we will look at some difficult words. So, first word, look at the word wounded or injured. So, wounded means having any problem with living tissue. Look at the picture. A man is being taken to the hospital because he was wounded or injured. So, commemorate. Commemorate means recall or showing respect. Next, historical. Historical indicates related to history. Okay, I hope you have understood these 3 words. Now, more words. Observe. Observe means perceive and register something as being significant, or to celebrate something, we can say. Sacrifice. Living on interest. Struggle. Struggle means a forceful or violent effort. Now, more word, rally. So look at the rally. A mass meeting of people. Strikers. The people on strike. Strikers. So strikers, look at the image, slanting slogans. So they are on strike. Now we will read the passage. So my dear students, read the passage I am also reading with you and trying to explain. May Day or International Workers' Day is observed on May 1st all over the world. Today, to commemorate the historical struggle and sacrifices of the working people to establish an 8-hour workday. So, this is a long sentence. May Day is International Workers' Day. So, this day is celebrated on the first day of May all over the world to recall the historical struggle and sacrifices of the labor class people to establish an 8-hour workday. It is a public holiday in almost all the countries of the world. It is a public holiday in almost all the countries of the world. This is an easy sentence, so I don't need to explain this sentence. Since the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries in Europe and the US, the workers in mills and factories had been working a long shift, 14 or even more hours a day. I will explain Industrial Revolution later. So, since the Industrial Revolution, when lot of mills and factories were established, people in mills and factories had to work a long shift, even 14 or more hours a day. On May 1st in 1886, inspired by the trade union, half of the workers at the McCormick Harvest Company in Chicago went on strike, demanding an 8-hour work day. So on May 1st in 1886, the trade union inspired the laborers. So half of the workers at the McCormick Harvester Company in Chicago went on strike. So in their strike they demanded an 8-hour workday. 2 days later, a workers' rally was held near the McCormick Harvester Company and about 6,000 workers had joined it. So after 2 days, a rally was held close to the McCormick Harvester Company and about 6,000 workers had joined it. The rally was addressed by the labor leaders. So labor leaders delivered their speeches in the rally. They urged the workers to stand together, to go on with their struggle and not to give in to their bosses. So the labor leaders call upon the workers to be united, to continue with their struggle and not to surrender to their bosses. At one point of the day, some strike breakers started leaving the meeting place. At a certain point, some strike breakers started leaving the place. The strikers went down the street to bring them back. On the other hand, the laborers who were on strike went down the street to bring the strike breakers back. Suddenly, about 2,200 policemen attacked them with clubs and revolvers. Suddenly, all on a sudden, 200 policemen attacked them with sticks and guns. One striker was killed instantly. As a result, one striker was killed on the spot. 5 or 6 others were seriously wounded and many of them were injured. 5 or 6 others were seriously wounded and many of them were injured. The events of May 1st, 1886 is a reminder that workers will continue to be exploited until they stand up and speak out to gain better working conditions, better pay and better lives. So this is the lesson of the May Day. So the events of May 1st, 1886 is a reminder that workers will continue to be exploited, to be deprived of their rights until they get themselves united and demand better working conditions, better pay, and better lives. Okay, my dear students, we have read the passage. Now, this is the note. Industrial Revolution. So, what is Industrial Revolution? Industrial Revolution is the period, especially in the 18th and 19th centuries in Europe, when machines were invented and first factories were established. Trade union. So this is the union of the trade. This is an organization of the labor. An organization that represents workers of mills and factories. Now, questions. So, try to answer the questions. What does May Day refer to? So, May Day, try to answer the question. Okay, I am helping you. May Day refers to the historical struggle of May 1st, 1886. How long did the workers have to work in a day before the May 1st strike? Okay. The workers had to work 14 or even more hours a day before the May 1st strike. Why did the workers in Chicago go on a strike? Okay, the workers in Chicago went on a strike to demand an 8-hour work day. What do you learn from the event of May 1st, 1886? Yes, we learn the lesson that workers will continue to be exploited until they stand up together to speak out to gain better working conditions, better pay, and better lives. Okay, my dear student. Now, activity C. This is a gap filling activity, but with clue. But here the clue word are verbs, and you have to fill in the blanks with the correct form of the word. So, Tanya is a poor garment worker. She dash in a big garment factory in Gazipur. So, she lives. So, an S is added to the verb live. She dash in a slum with a few fellow workers. She dash. So, the first word, Tanya is a poor garment worker. She dash in a big garment factory. She works in a big garment factory in Gazipur. She dash in a slum. She lives in a slum with a few fellow workers. She works 8 hours a day on a monthly salary of 3,000. She does overtime to add some more money to her income. If she can save something, she sends it to her father to support the family. One day, Tani was busy doing her work in the factory. Suddenly, there's someone shouting. She heard someone shouting, "Fire! Fire!" The workers were panic-stricken, and everyone began to rush to the stairs. There were no enough staircases in the factory building, so some workers were trodden under the foot, and some other were injured in some other ways. However, the fire brigade arrived there in minutes and nothing happened. Okay, I am showing the answer. So just check your answers. Okay, my dear students, we are going to the last part of the lesson. And this part, I have given you the home task. Now read the completed passage in C silently and answer the following questions. Do you think Tanya's monthly salary is enough for her work? Is the factory safe enough for workers to work in? Why do you think so? Do you have any suggestions for factory workers' general health? happiness and safety? If so, what? So these are the three questions. So at home you will just think over the questions and try to answer those questions as clearly as possible. So when our school will open, we will try to check these answers. So my dear students, no more today. Thank you very much. Stay at home, stay safe. Don't forget to put on mask if you go out in case of emergency. So thank you.